Hey everybody, big welcome back. Here we are out cruising on my Harley Davidson. I traded my Suzuki DRZ for this. It's pretty sick. I was trying to go out for kind of like a maiden voyage, but then it started to rain a bit. I was going to go down to Port Dover. But yeah, I felt some raindrops, and then I checked the weather and shit, and the rain may come back. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. I had a good country run out here, and yeah, I'll just keep my country adventure going on the way home. And what I'm doing, though, is I'm taking it easy because I forgot to mention in my little clip I made the other day is that this bike has a problem with the charging system. According to the old owner, said it wasn't charging the battery. It's a new battery. And then it's got like a new voltage rectifier. And so I was going to go buy a new one today, which from Harley Davidson is like $240. But then I got reading online because I got the bullshit ones on Amazon, which is the one that's on there. And like a guy said that he had to like solder wires. It wasn't making a good connection. And that stop sign kind of snuck up on me. And it wasn't making a good connection, so he had to like solder the wires and shit. And I was like, all right, well, let me go check. And so by taking it apart and reconnecting the wires, it seems like it is making a connection now. It's putting out 13.5 volts. Originally, it was only putting out 12. So I'm hopeful that I fixed it. And if not, well, that's why I pay CAA. I guess they can tow my ass home. But I think I'm going to make it. I've got my voltmeter in my pocket. I've already stopped once, and it's doing its thing. It's okay. Although somewhere along the journey, I noticed I lost one of my plastic turn signal covers on the back. So now I got to fucking get online and order another one of those. But anyway, like I'm saying before, I traded this for a 2001 Suzuki DRZ. With the purchase price of the bike, the battery, the plastics, everything like that, and the graphics kit for the old bike, I was basically into it for about, I think, $3,500 at most. At most. It's probably like $3,200. I think I bought the bike for $25. I'd have to watch some of my videos back, but anyway, either way, even if it was $3,000 or so, trading for a running, driving Harley Davidson. Now, this is an 883 Sportster, although he told me that it is actually 1,000 cc's. So I think they maybe did the big bore kit on it. I don't know where I am here. I just know if I follow this up, eventually I make a right. I don't think the camera can see it, but anyway, my foot lever on this needs more adjustment. I had already tried adjusting it once. I got big fucking feet. They don't fit in there. But anyway, like I'm saying, here in Canada, like people sell this bike, like the exact same model, everything like that, year, give or take a year or two either way. Roughly, it's got a value of more or less $5,000. Go easy on this. This looks a little... Oh yeah, she's a bumpy bitch. So, to me, that was a trade up. Although I really enjoy my DRZ. But I don't get out on it on the trails and shit very often anyway. Just because by the time I get off work and shit, and like, you know, if I want to try to jump on the bike or load up or something and go down to a trail, it's just a big ordeal. So I didn't go out as often on it as I would have liked. It's a bumpy road. But that's okay. It's okay. I've got this now. I'll get out and have some fun. And then now I got on my son. I'm teasing my son because he just got the Ninja 250. So I pulled up the other day to him there, went down to him, and I asked him when he's going to get a real bike. Because I'm a dick like that. Yeah, I don't like the foot lever here. Also, I gotta say, going from like the enduro and the I'm going up from the enduro and the sports bike, the sitting here with my feet all the way out and shit is really awkward compared to what I'm used to. But this bike runs good. Whoa. Fucking motherfucker wanted to race me. That was a stupid rabbit. Yeah. Anyway, the bike runs great. And I'm loving it. Although I should probably take it easy back on these, like, backcountry roads I'm not really familiar with. I do know that two things. One, I know that the microphone cover just fell off my microphone in my helmet. Like, it's still in my helmet, but it's not on the microphone. So, hopefully my audio is still okay. And two, we are, like, out in, like, a reserve right now. Like, a native reserve. So, although I don't actually know which one. I don't know what it's called, so I think they just call it Six Nations. But I don't know if that's like, I don't know if it's like a special tribe or band or whatever. I'm kind of ignorant to the situation on it. I don't really know. So anyway, it's an interesting location because I have rode out like this way before. And you've got like some pretty big ass mansions and shit's pretty fancy and shit like that. And then like right next door you'll have like people living in like a trailer with plastic bags for windows. Like I literally just drove by one as I said that. And no offense to them, it is what it is, right? I don't know their situation, I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying I find it so weird how this works and like yeah. Anyway, I'll let this guy go. I'm on their land, I'll show some respect. Yeah. But, anyway, I'm not going to make this a big, long video. I just wanted to show you guys that I'm out on my bike. I'm loving it. I still got to take it and get a safety done on it, which is like our, Ministry of Transportation inspection here. So I got to deal with that. But we actually, here in Ontario, Canada, where I'm from, we used to only get like a 10-day temporary permit. So you had 10 days, like you go buy a vehicle, so car, motorcycle, whatever you bought, and you got 10 days to buy the vehicle and then make it safe for the road. So, like, whatever you got to change, the brakes, the tires, the lights, whatever you got to do. But my horn works. And then, so you had 10 days to do that, and if you couldn't do it in 10 days, they were like, well, sorry about your luck, you can't drive that vehicle anymore, and you have to tow it to a shop to get your inspection. But now, what they've done, which makes a lot more sense, it's really, is I've got 10 days to get the bike home. Like they give you, I could drive it, whatever I want to do in the 10 days. And then, if I can get it safetied in 10 days, if I can have it ready for the road in 10 days, then I can take it and do that. But if not, at any point, I can go back and get one more 10-day permit, which is good. And that means, like, if it takes you go buy some shit, and it takes you, 3 months to get it all ready for the road, then you actually have some time now because you can, when you're ready, go get your second one. So, anyways, long story short, but I've bought and sold like 60 plus vehicles over the years. It's going to be more than that. And I used to, a lot of times, like back when I was like young, I'd go buy cars for like $200, run a 10-day permit on it, and then when the permit expired, you sell the car for the $200 again or whatever, and we're going back into like the 90s or whatever, early 2000s, and you just sold it for what you paid and got another one. and then you didn't have to do all the work on the car. You just kind of sold it as is. And that worked out well back then when I needed it to. Obviously, it's not ideal, but I got to, I'm not too familiar with, oh, fuck, I recognize where I am. I was here before. I just saw a burned out RV. I flew here before where a house burned down. Right here on the right. Sorry, sidetrack Sunday, well, Saturday, whatever. Right here. This is where a house burned down before. Yeah, right away, because I saw a burned out RV, which I saw that day. So, anyway. Oh, which means I know where we are. So, I'll keep our story going here. So, right up here on this corner is a guy named, he's dead. His name was Ken Hill. I did some research on this before, because I heard about him from some concrete dudes. And Ken Hill was like this dude that was a like multi-millionaire, billionaire, whatever he was. Anyway, this house on the corner was his. And there's security in the driveway 24/7. Anyway, he went down to Florida and like just randomly died like a year ago or something. But he owns this brand new casa, and I don't know what else, but fucking, yeah, it's quite the house. So I don't know if anyone actually lives in it now or if it just sits there with security, but there's a video on YouTube of this like Kelsey Ballerini or something like that, some automotive chick, and she's like she like sells Lamborghinis and shit, and she comes and sells him a Lamborghini all in cash. So yeah, imagine that, buying a Lamborghini in hundreds and fifties or whatever. I think it might have been all hundreds, but if you want to see the video, you can probably search buying Lamborghini cash, and I'm sure it would come up. Saw some other asshole running out the road there. I should be really careful on these back roads because really anything could come out at any time. I feel like I'm up in like cottage country or some shit along here. But yeah, it's cool. And then I make a right. I think I could go left too, but I'm not really sure. So I just go right to Highway 6. Well, it takes me in town into Caledonia, which is a nice little town. Actually, I like Caledonia. I ride out there every now and then just to go along the river and shit. I'm bad at it. I've been riding and not making videos. Sorry if I struggle on the gears there. Because of this fucking shift lever, I have difficulty getting my foot under it. But, yeah, it kind of sucked. Earlier it was a beautiful, bright, sunny day, and until I had, like, well, I was busy. I was working. And then as soon as I get off work, it starts raining. Like, literally, as soon as I'm free, the drops start flying. And so I was like, fuck it. Then I went home, had a nap, and laid down for like an hour or whatever, which means I'm probably fucked tonight when I try to sleep. But anyway, I was tired. So I won't, I'm not going to bother keeping the video going all this long because, quite honestly, I don't even know if the audio is going to work out. This bike's pretty loud. I wore my sport bike helmet. Obviously, you can see in the video. I don't really have a good Harley helmet, but I do like full face. So I want to look for a good idea for a full face helmet. So if you've made it this far in the video, it must mean you must like bikes or something a little bit and shit. So a couple of things I would ask that you would give me a like. I don't expect you to share the video because I know my videos aren't really for everybody. But if you wouldn't mind clicking like, if you like, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. Why not? I'm going to make all kinds of shit here and there. But what I was getting at though is if you know of a good full-faced helmet that would suit me on my Harley, go ahead, drop a link in the comments below, and I'll check it out. I mean, I got a couple of helmets to get me by for now, so I don't have to rush to it, so I can give it a couple of weeks or whatever, see what comes up. And, yeah, and then you'll probably see the clip of that stupid rabbit running out. We'll make a YouTube short on that called Rabbit with a Death Wish.
with a Harley death wish, maybe. No. Oh, no exit. Yep, that's right. I forgot I got to turn. I was actually supposed to, now I remember. I was supposed to turn at the mansion. I got talking. I don't know what's up there. I've never been there. Bridge out. That's what's up there. And that dog likes me. I seen a dog. But anyway, that'll wrap it up, guys. I appreciate you watching, and we will see you again soon on another of my fucking weirdo adventures.